Morning, everyone. Meteorologist Bill Rentschler in the 1011 Hour streaming studio. Hope everyone is having a nice Monday morning after, again, what was a warm and breezy weekend. Cold front has moved through, and we're going to be seeing a much cooler but more seasonal start to our work week for both today and for the day tomorrow. Also keeping an eye on rain chances that we'll see through the day today and into the day tomorrow as well. So again, as overall kind of the headlines, temperatures going to be kind of up and down for us as we head through the week this week. Again, cooler to start, but then temperatures warming back up middle parts of the week. And again, like I mentioned, we'll be watching for several rain chances as we head not only through the day today, but into the day on your Tuesday as well, with some off and on chances for rain basically throughout the entire week. So looking at the Lincoln Weather Almanac, these are again numbers from yesterday. 86 and 62, both of those numbers well above average. Again, you can see our normal high temperature now is into the 60s. Our normal low temperature to start the day is down into the lower 40s. And you'll also notice on the Lincoln Almanac that we are now officially 1/10 of an inch below normal for our snowfall. Again, that's through October 12th. Again, we're going to be seeing that coming sooner rather than later, as again, there is some heavy mountain snow expected not only today, but over the next couple days, potentially into parts of early next week as well. Low temperatures this morning, downright cold in some spots. It was down into the 20s early this morning across parts of the Panhandle. They had some wind chills down into the teens to start the new work week. So again, cold start in parts of western and northwestern Nebraska. Upper 30s to upper 40s for central parts of the state, and here in eastern and southeastern Nebraska, a little bit milder, still above average, into the upper 40s and lower to middle 50s for low temperatures early this morning. On the Tempest weather stations across the Lincoln Metro, lows right around 50 degrees, couple spots in the outskirts of town dropping down into the upper 40s. Warming up a little bit out there right now with, again, a few scattered clouds, but generally dry conditions as we start our new work week here in Lincoln. Mainly sunny skies, 51 both at the airport and here at the 1011 studios. Northeast wind, a little bit blustery at times, but again, not as bad as it's been over the last several days at around 15 miles an hour. Dew points for us currently sitting in the upper 30s. Current temperatures on the Tempest weather stations, again, generally sitting in the lower 50s. Statewide, again, warming up out west. Temperatures climbing back into the lower 30s in some spots there in the Panhandle, but temperatures running the range from the low 30s to the upper 50s across the state early this morning. Warmest readings in south central and southeastern parts of the state, but again, we factor in a little bit of a blustery wind in some spots. We have those wind chills down into the 20s and 30s early this morning, especially for northern and far western sections of the state. Winds, variable direction, again, a little bit stronger in the eastern quarter of the state where winds are out of the north at around 10 to 15 miles an hour, a little bit lighter winds and variable direction as you head across more of central and western sections of the state. An area of high pressure going to be settling through the area as we head over the next several days. So that should lead to some lighter winds compared to what we had over the last couple days. Satellite radar picture, again, here in southeastern Nebraska. There's a few clouds, but we are generally dry. If you zoom out, look at a statewide view, did have a few spotty showers early this morning across north central parts of the state, but that activity is fizzled. And again, if you look at the visible satellite imagery, you can see there's a few clouds early this morning, but we'll call it mostly sunny for, again, eastern and southeastern Nebraska. Partly cloudy in central sections of the state with mainly sunny skies right now across the western sections of the state out into the Nebraska Panhandle. You zoom out even further, look at a regional view. Again, you can see that cold front that moved through the state. It's got scattered showers along it, stretching from, again, portions of the Great Lakes through Illinois into Missouri and down into portions of Oklahoma. Cool high pressure settling in behind that front. But we're going to keep an eye on another system that's going to be lifting out of the kind of the Four Corners regions. That's going to be bringing us another chance for, again, some rain as we head into the day on your Tuesday. You can see it's currently bringing both rain and snow showers across portions of Colorado and down into the Four Corners regions. If you zoom out, look at a national view. Weather has been fairly busy for us over the last couple days. Again, nor'easter, again, traveling up the east coast. It's currently bringing some scattered showers across portions of New England. They've been dealing with a lot of wind and waves and high seas, again, along the eastern seaboard. In the central parts of the country, again, that cold front, big area of cool high pressure, another area of low pressure moving onshore, again, in the Pacific Northwest. And as I mentioned, that system, again, going to be bringing us additional rain chances as we head into the day tomorrow. So if you look at the weather alerts, again, really the eastern half of the country, fairly quiet. But again, western half of the country has anything from flood watches to frost advisories to freeze warnings to winter weather advisories to winter storm warnings. So again, a little bit more active weather for the western half of the country here in the state. We do have those frost advisories for portions of northwestern Nebraska that run again through this morning as again it was a cold start to our Monday. So as we check out Skycast to run you through the day today, again, I think while it's generally dry this morning, again, what I think will happen is see some low-end rain chances through this morning into this afternoon, but I think chances for at least some scattered light rain will increase as we head into this afternoon and into this evening. Our in-house model doesn't have a ton of activity, but I do think we could see a little bit more than what's on here. But again, any activity we do see today is expected to be fairly light. But again, skies coming overcast for a lot of the state by later this afternoon into early parts of this evening, with again scattered light showers expected across much of the area. And then that rain chance will certainly pick up, I think, as we head Monday into the day on Tuesday as that next disturbance begins to swing through the region. I think the best chance, the highest chance for moisture as we head into the day on Tuesday is going to be kind of across the central sections of the state. That's where I think they have the best chance to maybe pick up at least a little bit more moisture. Again, overall, everything we see is expected to stay fairly light as it moves through the region, but I think, again, central into northwestern, kind of a diagonal there from central Nebraska into northeastern parts of the state have the best chance to pick up maybe a little bit more moisture as we head over the next 24 to 48 hours. With that system skirting through pretty quick. Again, I think for the day tomorrow, a lot of cloud cover. Again, cooler conditions expected through the day on your Tuesday. And then Tuesday into the day on Wednesday, while again, I think we going to hang on to a lot of cloud cover. I think those rain chances will go down. Still will be rain chances in the forecast, but I think a little bit lower, and then we'll eventually kind of get rid of that cloud cover as we head into Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening, and then Wednesday night into Thursday. I think the weather should stay fairly quiet, more sunshine expected for us into the day on Thursday. So 7-day precipitation potential. Again, a lot of this coming over the next 48 hours or so. And again, I think a lot of, or at least the best chance for a little bit more moisture is going to be across the middle parts of the state, where, again, I think over the course of the next week, they could see half an inch to an inch in some spots. Otherwise, again, you get in eastern Nebraska or western Nebraska, we're looking at lighter rainfall amounts being possible over the course of the next week on the line of maybe a tenth to a quarter of an inch of moisture. No severe weather threat for us today, but into the day on Tuesday, we won't rule out maybe a few stray rumbles of thunder with some of those showers that are moving through the area. And then on Wednesday, as again another system kind of moves through the area, we are actually going to watch for at least for the potential for a few stronger storms, mainly in the western third of the state where we do have a marginal risk for severe thunderstorms. So again, that's level 1 out of 5. So again, can't rule out some isolated stronger storms into the day on Wednesday. And then into the day on Thursday, we do actually have a severe weather threat that's been put out by the Storm Prediction Center, but that's mainly for areas just off to our south and to our southeast. That's going to be across, again, kind of portions of Missouri into Arkansas, and that's actually for later this week, actually into the day on Saturday. For us as well. So they put out a day 6 outlook off to our south and to our southeast. So that'll be a time frame we keep an eye on for everyone in the area as well. So we zoom in, take a closer look, statewide view. Again, some clouds this morning, but increasing cloudiness as we head into the afternoon. I think into the afternoon, again, our in-house model doesn't have a lot of activity, but I do think we could be seeing some isolated to widely scattered showers as we head into this afternoon. Again, anything we do see would be pretty light. Look for mainly cloudy skies across much of the state by 10 o'clock tonight, and then into the day on Tuesday. Another little system is going to slip through the area, bringing additional rain chances, especially the central portions of the state through the Tuesday morning especially, but lingering potentially into Tuesday afternoon across northern and northeastern parts of the state. By Tuesday late afternoon into the evening, I think generally dry. Variable cloudiness across the state, again, cooler temperatures, and then into the day on Wednesday, again, a lot of cloud cover still, and I think, again, Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening, south central into kind of east central portions of the state could get clipped with some showers, and again, maybe an isolated rumble of thunder mixed in there as well. By Wednesday night, most areas, again, across the state look like they should be generally dry. So high temperatures today, cooler certainly than they were this weekend, a little bit more in line with where we should be for mid-October. We're looking at upper 50s to upper 60s. Here in Lincoln, we'll go 67 degrees, 63 in Grand Island, 61 in North Platte. Low temperatures tonight, not nearly as cold, again, especially in the western sections of the state. Again, they were down into the 20s early this morning. We're looking at low 40s to low 50s for most into Tuesday morning. Tuesday afternoon, again, with the cloud cover. Another cooler day. Temperatures coolest likely in the north central, kind of northeastern parts of the state, where they'll only reach the lower to middle 50s. Kind of along the I-80 corridor, we're looking at middle 60s, and then in far southern sections of the state, we may reach upper 60s to right around 70 degrees for the day on your Tuesday. Wednesday morning, again, upper 40s to upper 50s for most. Warmer, though, on Wednesday. Winds swing back around to the south. And that will help bump those temperatures back up. Again, could be a little bit breezy at times, but we're looking at low 70s to low 80s for high temperatures for the day on your Wednesday. Thursday morning, again, it's mid to upper 50s to low 60s for lows. Thursday afternoon, again, looks warm with mid 70s to low to mid 80s for the eastern half of the state, 50s, 60s, and 70s in the west. And then Friday, again, another cold front kind of will bring temperatures back down. Lows Friday morning, low 40s to low 60s from west to east. And then Friday afternoon, temperatures begin to kind of fall at least a little bit. Still warm, still above average in the eastern parts of the state. So we're looking at anywhere from low to mid 60s to upper 70s to right around 80 degrees for highs on your Friday. But you can see on the 7-day forecast here, again, as we head into the weekend, temperatures fall back down into the upper 60s. So again, we're kind of up, we're kind of down as we head over the course of the next week. Again, smaller chance for rain today, better chance, I think, for rain Tuesday. Skies becoming mostly cloudy, so going to be kind of a gray day. Some off and on rain at times, especially through the morning. Again, it is expected to stay fairly light, not a ton of moisture. Again, 1/10 to maybe a 1/4 inch of moisture, I think, over the next 24 to 48 hours for a lot of us. Temperatures peaking Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, again, before falling back down into the weekend. We'll continue to keep some of those low-end rain chances in the forecast really through the entire work week this week. Small chance for rain on Saturday as we look forward to the weekend. 10-day forecast for select cities across the state. Again, we can see by far and away, again, we're cooler to start the work week, and that warmer stretch is going to be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, before temperatures cool back down this weekend, and then even into the first half of the week. Next week looks like temperatures might bump back up a little bit on Monday, but fairly seasonal. It looks like Tuesday, Wednesday of next week with highs in the 50s and in the 60s. Those rainfall chances, again, they're going to be scattered throughout this week. Generally dry, though, as we head into the weekend and into really the first half of the week for us next week. 8 to 14-day temperature outlook taking us almost into the end of October. This is October 20th through the 26th from the Climate Prediction Center. Right now, equal chances for both above or below average temperatures, at least across the state, favoring above average temperatures for the northern plains into the Great Lakes and into the southern plains for us as well. Much of Nebraska, Kansas, kind of no clear signals just yet. And then the precipitation outlook, again, favoring wetter than normal conditions for the northern plains into the Pacific Northwest, drier than normal conditions as you head across portions of southwestern Nebraska and into the southern plains and down to the desert southwest as well. So temperatures a little up and down for us as we head through the course of this week, but again, it's going to be a cooler start to the week. Again, while we're seeing some sunshine early this morning, clouds eventually will kind of spread through the area and take over, and we're going to be looking at, again, I think a gray kind of start to the work week, especially as we head late this afternoon into this evening and then into the day tomorrow. Scattered rain chances, I think, will pick up this afternoon, increase into this evening, and then I think our rain chances peak as we head through the day on your Tuesday, but we'll at least keep those low-end chances for some scattered light rain in the forecast through much of the upcoming week to go along with those up and down temperatures as well. So a lot to actually kind of keep our eyes on, or at least be mindful of as we head over the next several days. But no big systems look like they're going to be heading through, but at least some systems that could at least bring us some moisture for us to keep an eye on. So again, as always, make sure you have a good way to get your weather information. Again, 1011 Weather app is always a great way to do that. Make sure you have that 1011 app downloaded on your Roku device at home, as well as your Apple TV, Fire TV, Samsung TV, Android TV. Again, we have an app on all those platforms that you can keep up with not only live weather coverage, but again, newscasts and things like that. Make sure you subscribe to that 1011 YouTube channel as well. We're live on there generally occasionally multiple times throughout the day. So, again, all those are good ways to kind of get not only the latest weather, but news and sports as well. So, appreciate everyone for tuning in and watching. As always, hope everyone has a nice Monday, and we'll see you next time.